Behind Her Eyes. If you have watched the Netflix series Behind Her Eyes and have pondered for days at the plot twists, well, you're not alone. This psychological series is so intriguing that we are still asking, what in the world happened here? Before we dive into today's video, we want to welcome our new viewers. We hope you love our channel and subscribe to be part of our family. And to our return subscribers, we want to say thank you for supporting us. Now, let's begin. Behind Her Eyes centers on trio entanglement, lucid dreams, mind games, secrecy, and temptation gone wrong. If you like the film adaptation of Gone Girl and The Girl on the Train, you will definitely like Behind Her Eyes. This series starts with Louise, a single mom to a 7-year-old boy named Adam, getting dressed up for her night out very oddly. When she got to the local bar, her night out did not go as planned when her friend Sophie didn't show up. As Louise tries to leave the pub, she accidentally bumps into a charming Scottish guy named David, who is new to the area and wants to hang around. They spend the night talking, flirting, drinking, and of course, shared a kiss, which David abruptly stops, saying he can't do this, and then walks away. However, things got awkward when Louise goes to the office the next day and stumbles upon the newly hired psychiatrist, David. She sees him sitting at the boss's office with his wife Adele, played by Eve Hewson. We soon discover that Louise is David's secretary, and that sets the event of what is about to happen in this series. David and Adele's married life is very different, as Adele is a patient and usually stays home alone all day. David, a psychiatrist, takes care of her by giving her medications at the appropriate time. Certain times she tries to get romantic with him, but he ignores her. Louise suffers from terrible nightmares about losing Adam somewhere. We often see her waking up from her sleep while standing, as she also sleepwalks during these nightmares. Louise is an ordinary single parent who is forlorn and merely attempting to traverse through everyday life. She wants to be loved. She adores her child, works her face off to make a decent living, and ends up falling for a man in this doubtful marriage. The series has everything awkward written all over it. It's eerie how Louise is dating her boss, David, and befriending his wife, Adele, at the same time. We get to see Adele's character, which is very disturbing. She seems obsessed with her husband, David. She is jealous and vicious. Let's put it this way: Adele is creepy. This show takes us from trio entanglement to a world of lucid dreams. Then suddenly swept us off our feet with bizarre mind game and astral projection. Let's talk about the plot twist. While watching Behind Her Eyes, viewers see Rob's character in flashbacks that comes and goes as the story continues. But the real reason behind this character is to misdirect the public's attention from the main plot of the story. When this character appears, notice that the story excitingly reveals its secrets and leaves the viewers in an OMG moment. What do we like about the series? The way that Steve's driven the viewers down the path is fascinating. David and Adele's backstories were well established. We got to see how both of them met and what went wrong afterward. Also, we get to see Louise's point of view as she gets more involved in all this and the consequences for getting involved. What we don't like about the series. It is a bit confusing because of the layout. We get to see when all of the stories get unveiled unorderly, and in between certain scenes, a flashback is shown that redirects the viewer's attention. We want to hate a particular character. We don't want to mention this character's name to avoid spoiling it for those who haven't seen it. But we found out that this character is also a victim of what is happening. Moreover, some victims need to be vindicated, which we didn't see in this series. Hopefully, this might occur in the second season, if there will be any. This brings us to the question, will there be a second season? Since this is a limited series, it's meant to be a standalone. In other words, this is it. Or else they decided to take the route of HBO's Big Little Lies, which was a limited series, but it renewed for more seasons due to its success. We hope this becomes the outcome of Behind Her Eyes because there are so many unanswered questions in the first season we would like to see in the second season. Let's talk about the cast. The cast of Behind Her Eyes executed their jobs correctly. Simona is enchanting and successfully brings out both Louise's stuff and her typical mom's comical inclination amid the turmoil. Tom's character as David is pretty good as a controlling husband. However, the side of him that doesn't have a clue what's in store from Adele is unmistakable too. Robert Aramayo as Rob is phenomenal, even though we're still asking, why would you do that to your friend? Our overall fave is Eve as Adele. She gave us different personalities in her reality. Few moments we see a fun-loving wife, the next she switches off to this dark, lonely, and mysterious being. Our final take. Behind Her Eyes will not disappoint. It will keep you on your feet with what's going to happen next in the series. At the beginning of episode 1, it gets weird when the story doesn't explain everything step by step, but the story continues. And it takes you to a whole new level from there. We hope you enjoyed our video. If you have watched Behind Her Eyes, what do you think about the series? Are there things you like or dislike about the series? Please let us know in the comments below. We would love to hear from you. If you love what we're doing, give us a thumbs up and share with your friends. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Peace.